Alright, how's it going tonight, everybody? You can see my fruit trees are finally starting to grow. They've actually bushed out once and then decided to grow upwards again. I'm guessing I probably should have trimmed the branches off before it did it. Maybe I can get some nice fruit out of these when they come in season. My little bushes over here still haven't given any fruit. I'm not sure when they actually come in season. I planted all my stuff a little while ago and have actually gotten squash to come back up. We left off last time in late winter. It's now early spring. I never got snow. I never got ice. And here's my building I decided to build. Nothing special. Just basically covered up this little area I had here. And I have been eating up axes like you wouldn't believe, trying to get more charcoal. You can see I have no regular bronze left, and I've got a stone axe because I turned it all into a bronze pickaxe, which I've almost broken, and 2 axes. Let's get into what we're actually here for today, which is me getting some frickin' iron to stop using up all this bronze tools. I'm gonna try to make some steel. Now, first thing we gotta do is take this raw iron bloom. Oh, I guess I do have 1 bronze left. I'll be turning it into an axe. Let's light this bad boy up. And hopefully it doesn't rain because I haven't got this moved yet. I'll probably end up moving it at the end of this episode. And now we gotta warm this up so we can work it, and basically it'll turn into our iron. And this is the one we made last time. And I have done a lot of mining, so I have a lot of limonite. I just need the charcoal to take care of it. Let's see, we're up to very hot. Go ahead and give the bellows a little pump here. That's going to make the charcoal burn quicker, but it'll raise my heat up a little bit faster. We need to get this to be workable. This is the part of TerraFirmaCraft where it gets a little grindy. Up to this point, you're pretty much able to continually progress. And now you're getting to the point where you really got to start putting in a lot of work to get to your next real progression point. Up to dark red. I think we got to keep this thing really going with the bellows here to get it to the right. We're up to bright red. I think we got to get it to yellow or orange at least before we can process it. It's really good to try to pull these straight out of the bloomery if you're paying attention. When they're still good and hot, you don't have to heat them up. I was kind of working, okay, where it can work now. There we go, we're getting into orange now. And I do believe we can work this on here. Yep, there we go. And now we need a bunch of hits, so... Ah, crap, it cooled off already. So we just got to give it a whole bunch of hits. take this a little bit higher than orange here. That way we got a little bit of time. This being the first time we've worked iron, it may take a little bit. Alright, 1, 2. So we'll go over there. And you got to get it right on that mark. Back to orange. Put a little bit more charcoal in here. That should be good. This is the way I usually do it, is just punch and then hit it back. Once you get your skill up at doing it, you can basically do a double pass. Get us a drink here real quick. And get us something to eat. Ooh, we're up to yellow. There we go. This thing's supposed to keep its plan in there, and it doesn't seem like it's doing it. There we go. Refined iron balloon. And now we're going to split it, which means we need to punch it, because right now it's 240 units of iron, which means 2 ingots and a partial. And we don't want 2 ingots and a partial, we want 2 ingots. So we're not really getting a whole lot out of this one, but we did throw, you know, just those little piddly pieces in, so you can't really expect to have too awful much out of it. Punch. There we go. And now we have 3 of them that can be worked into our pig iron, and these will have to be worked just like the regular bloom was, and this one here is just going to sit here for now until we can add it to another. We're going to throw it in when we throw in the rest of the iron, and that'll get it added into the next group. And you just have to keep doing that every time, unless you work it out to an exact amount of how much you want. Shrink. There we go. There's our first wrought iron ingot. And let's refine this one down. There we go. There's 2. Now you'll see we can do this with a wrought iron pickaxe, but it has to be a wrought iron anvil or better. So at this point, this is all we can do with it, is make wrought iron ingots. And we have to get enough of them done to make a wrought iron anvil, and then we can properly use it to make tools out of. But we've got our first iron ingots now, so bring them on in here. And we're going to start another batch. This time we're going to use a lot more iron. Close that. Take a couple stacks of this and a couple stacks of this. My limonite is 25 units. So a lot better than those 10s. I also took this up a little bit higher. I got to get that tree out of there. So we'll throw in our refined iron bloom. And we'll go ahead and throw in 2 stacks of limonite there. And then we'll throw in the charcoal. Let it do whatever it's going to do. And where is... Don't have one. Daggone it. I thought I had a ladder on me. Hopefully breaking this isn't going to screw that up. I think I made it one taller than it needs to be, so not an issue. I keep missing this damn ladder trying to go down it, trying to break my damn ankle. And let's light this bad boy on fire. We'll let it go. Go ahead and dump the rest of this back in here. And I'm going to spend the next while getting this all done. Getting all that turned into iron. And then we can worry about making our next anvil. Bring this bad boy inside. And let's go ahead and grab the bellows and the crucible. We'll let that cool off first. And I'm going to put this back here, kind of in this corner right here. Hopefully I don't make a... Yeah, that's what I figured was going to happen. It's not a problem because I'm going to take all that and put my good bricks up there. We're going to have to dig a hole here so we can put a brick down in there. And I probably should go get the cabbage and tomatoes that are done and make me some better food than just eating this stuff raw, but kind of lazy at the moment. Don't want to mess with it. Soon I'll have bread again. And then I will make me some sandwiches. Alright, so let's break this charcoal out of here. We need to... apparently I gotta wait for it to go off. See if I break this. There we go. That'll do it. Really? You're not gonna break with anything, huh? You should break. There you go. I lost it, but at least it broke. Alright. Now I'm actually going to do this a little bit different for this one. I'm going to do bricks and smooth this time. So we'll put a brick down here. We'll put the smooths on the corners. And then we'll put these here. I think that looks a little neater. Daggone it, I keep forgetting which way to put this thing. Where the hell's my axe? There's my axe. Alright, so that direction. And we need to grab our 7 charcoal. Place that in there. And ain't it 7 of them? Why is that not lighting? Maybe it is 8. I was thinking it was 7. Try 8. It's amazing, I just did this the other day and already forgot. But if y'all was used to watching me, you're used to me forgetting shit. I do it all the time. Alright, so there's my new forge now. I need to have a chimney, which that is my chimney right there. I just need to make it a little bit nicer. It can't be right above or the rain will put it out. It can be like I can break this one and then do, let's go ahead and get rid of this while we're here. And we can do this, and then we just build a, no, you're not supposed to be there. I'll build a basic Z-bend here. So it's going to come up there and over. I'm going to have to get some more bricks made real quick. That way it can still get air, but it's not going straight down and putting out our fire. Alright, let's grab these. And I think I have some more mortar over here. I know I got some in here. Alright, so for these, and oh, I never turned them. Dumbass. There we go. So 4 of these, 5 of these. Pick that up. Alright. Let's go finish this chimney. So we need that block. And then we're going to do this one and this one. And then that'll give us a proper chimney there. That should be all our forge will need to have air. And then we'll put our anvil right here next to it. Put our hammer and our flux in. And we got to bring our water barrel in. So we got something to cool stuff off with. This anvil is not really needed, but there's always a chance that something could happen and you might need it. So I like to keep the next step anvil back just in case. So my stone one I don't need anymore because I got copper and bronze. When I make the wrought iron one, then I'll dispose of the copper one and just keep the wrought iron and the bronze one, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty much all we have for today. We finally got our first iron, and I want to start looking into making a coke oven for my IE soon. Kind of my rule for this was that I had to use a charcoal pit until I got to iron steel type of age. Once I got to iron and steel, then I wouldn't have a problem with making an actual coke oven. So I might look at if I can do that with the way things are set up right now. Take you up here on the hilltop real quick and show you I have systematically deforested the shit out of this place. Way over there, all the way back to there. And all of this was covered in trees. I've got it cleared out. I've almost got a path completely through down there. I got like 1 or 2 trees and I'll have a complete path with no forest to the other side of the island. And so I'm going to end up taking all these acacias out of here, and I'm going to try to replant with probably the kapok. I think those will give me a much better return on wood per tree, because they are 2x2 trees usually, and these acacias are just a pain in the ass to deal with. I've gone through all of those axes, and this is all I have for my next charcoal pit. You can see I've got some of my other trees now started, and they finally grew up here. At least 2 of them did. The sycamores haven't yet. I'm going to see if they're any better for charcoal, because these acacias are just eating me out of axes. So that's it for today. I will see you guys next time.